concerns regarding Kyrie Irving's moodiness.
All right, David, thank you. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3. And for the Nets, we've got DeAndre Jordan. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the 2-guard spot. And it's good for 2. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
That's just the sheer strength of Simmons. To try to tie him down, he's going to fight hard for every bucket.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Harris passes to KD. The kick out to Irving from deep. It's hauled in by Harris. And it's Harris with the ball for the 76ers. And Embiid throws it down.
Oh, I love how Embiid ran the floor there. I mean, he found his spot and finished strong.
Now Irving. Pass to Harris. And here's Harden. Guarded by Simmons. Durant trying to break free. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Harris.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 5. And Simmons slams it in.
The physicality of Simmons on display, showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
Irving with a clean look. A 3-pointer, no good. 76ers have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Embiid dishes to Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, he continues to improve as a passer. The sky's the limit for Embiid and his all-around game.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Back to Harden. Irving against Curry. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, here's the thing. Irving draws so much attention from the defense. I mean, there's always a guy left wide open.
And Simmons kicks to Curry. There's the dish to Embiid. Curry passes to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
This is as high percentage of a shot as you can get for Embiid. He's a powerhouse of a player. He loves to dunk.
Here is Harden. Outside Irving. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Irving's got 6.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Now here's Curry. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Yep, that one goes.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And here's Harden. The feed to Harris. Back to Harden. A 3-ball. That one, no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Curry passes to Simmons. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. 11 points in the game.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
It's Harden with the drive, and that one is good.
You tell me, how do you defend that? With Harden's strength and command of the Rockets, it's almost unfair.
Simmons looking around. Pass to Embiid. Back to Simmons. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Oh, this is a tremendous strength. I mean, Simmons is a rock-solid scoring option around the rim.
Nets trail by 7. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Now the pass to Irving. Outside, KD. Harden outside. Passes to Jordan. Out to Harris. Nets passing it around. Harden has a wide open look. Let's keep it alive. Jordan. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. He put together quite a quarter. 13 points in all. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Irving. Griffin is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. And it's Luwawu in at the 3. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. To the middle. Griffin kicks to Irving. Outside, Green. Pass to Brown. Clock at 6. And he makes that one.
Griffin's presence inside is enormous. It's impossible to hold him in check close to the bucket.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game. That's a confident play there. Great execution.
And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And they double up Simmons. Ball stolen. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Brown. And it's Brown on the follow. Brown's got the lead up to 2 now for Brooklyn.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Irving against Simmons. And he lays it straight in. Simmons got 15. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
The Nets making a switch here. Harden's checked in. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Mike Scott comes in for George Hill. Korkmaz checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Curry subbed in for Shake Milton. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively. That's the only way to hold him in check. He's got it inside. You got to have a body on him right away.
Here's Simmons, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Jeff Green picks one up.
Oh, look, he's almost 7 feet tall. Simmons is a tough guard. I mean, you got to be careful not to get too physical.
And Simmons drops them both. Now the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it, just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. Here's Harden. Count that as his fourth basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Pass to Curry. Simmons dishes to Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
You can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. I mean, he's fantastic at seeing when one of his guys is open.
Harden against Simmons. And the shot goes in.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
For Philadelphia, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Curry passes to Simmons. 1:16 left in the first half of the game. Here's Embiid. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Oh, man, he's a polished interior player. I love seeing Embiid establish himself down low and then go to work.
And here's Harden for 3. Fires the 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only being strong.
For Philadelphia, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Once Simmons turns on the Jets, there's no stopping him. I love seeing him play with this much confidence.
Harden kicks to Brown. Back to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And a wide-open look for Simmons, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Harden against Simmons. Embiid with the steal. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, this is where Simmons does the most damage. I mean, he's an electrifying, dynamic transition player who torches defense.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 25 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And so in the game for the 76ers, Green is out there with Tobias Harris. Then there's Howard. Then there's Hill. And it's Milton in at the shooting guard.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Howard dishes to Harris. Milton in the corner. Back to Harris. Excellent D there by Johnson.
They say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
Three-pointer. Rebound by the 76ers. On the wing, Milton. Good work defensively by KD. Brooklyn trailing. And on the way from Irving for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Irving's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Nets.
I like how Irving fills the defense out. He's sensing he has room to shoot and fire once he gets the rock.
Hill deciding where to go with it. And that one, good. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Irving passes to Johnson. Durant for 3. Hill pulls it in.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. They've got a can't-miss play. Now's the time to break the glass and pull it out. I love to see the defense exhibit some passion and protect the rim right there.
Irving misses. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for Philadelphia. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. And now the fast break, Durant with the ball. Yes, that goes in. Irving's got 16.
Oh, Irving does a solid job maintaining his balance, even with the D being all over him. Impressive athleticism.
Milton the pass to Howard. Now here's Milton. He's covered by Irving. Milton kicks to Howard. Shot clock at 5. That one doesn't drop. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. And not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Harris, right side. Back to Durant. Harris with it. No points in the game yet for him. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Joe Harris. Harden comes in for Irving. And it's Bruce Brown in for Johnson. Matisse Thybulle checked in for the 76ers. Maxey comes in for Shake Milton.
Oh, when the agility that Harris possesses is not easy to keep pace with him. I mean, especially in the pick-and-roll situations. He's diving to the front of the rim.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Durant. The Nets shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Well, look, I love how Harden does a little bit of everything. Aggressive scorer, solid rebounder, superb passer, and he's also improving on the defensive end.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Green. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Luwawu. Harden surveying the D. Jordan inside, working on Howard. Outside Durant, dishes it to Jordan. Harris passes to Jordan. Over Howard. And the Nets miss again.
Even in close to the hoop. That's a tough one to drain when the defense is that stifling.
And the basket by Hill.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
There's the triple. And James Harden with the 3. Harden's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
The unique lefty stroke of Harden. He's become incredibly consistent from deep.
30 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And that'll be 2. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Post game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Hill passes to Maxey. He kicks to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Oh, that's just too much strength from Howard. A little contact doesn't bother him in the least.
Now, here is Irving. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Tie game in Brooklyn. Don't go anywhere, though. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Harden. Then there's Griffin. And it's Irving at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. They get it back. Outside for Simmons. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Harris. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. And he banks in the layup. Irving's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you just want to keep fighting, do your best, and you live with the results.
And Simmons slams it in.
I mean, that's too easy for Simmons. I mean, the closer he gets to the bucket, the more dangerous he is.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Brooklyn making some changes. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And the 76ers also making a change. Maxi's checked in. And now we've got the intentional foul. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Maxi passes to Embiid. Pulls up on the elbow. And there's the pass to Maxi. Good on the bucket.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Irving passes to Griffin. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Griffin. Irving's got the lead, back up to 2 now for the Nets. Kicks it to Curry. Passes it to Maxi. 6 to shoot. And the dunk by Embiid.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Irving drives in.
You gotta love how Irving...
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking and the game continues on.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Well, it's clear Simmons is a unique player. I mean, 6'10", a guard, can pass the ball, move the ball, great vision. It's a no-brainer that he's been compared to Magic Johnson and LeBron.
It's Harden with the drive. Jordan dishes to Harden. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Nets lead by 3.
A seasoned vet with lots of playoff experience, Jordan remained calm under pressure.
Here's Simmons. Oh, the power on that threw down.
Becoming more and more of a leader. Simmons has no fear in taking shots on big possessions.
On the wing, Harden.
2 minutes.
Back to Johnson. Pass to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, man, there's no denying that Harden nails these shots all the time. Love how he just takes over these possessions.
Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Here's Harden. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
He's so crafty with the ball. The ability to score inside and outside, just a terrific night from Harden.
Simmons finds Curry. Back to Simmons. Outside for Curry. Pass to Simmons. Goes up again. Rejected by Harris. It falls! And that shot brings them to within just one. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Harden outside. Here's the pass to Harris. Back to Harden. Got it!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
The drive by Simmons. Yes!
Demonstrating how valuable he is in the clutch. Simmons is calm, cool, and collected in these moments.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Outside Jordan. Passes it to KD. Harris kicks to KD. It's hauled in by Harris. And they go to the intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Simmons. No good.
He's a real menace underneath. Once Simmons gets established position, you basically have to whack him.
He sinks the clutch free throw. Can't sink it. And that was an important free throw.
Chance to take the lead, gets away because of the miss.
Timeout called the Nets. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Ben Simmons.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
But he's almost obsessed with drawing contact and getting to the line. And Harden has an endless number of ways to do it.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
That's just clutch work, really. That's all you can say. A little bit of D now, and they'll be out of here with a win.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Guys, your thoughts?
And the only chance here is a lob at the front of the rim. A tip-in to tie the game. There's not enough time to get a catch and shoot.
Shot is good. But it looks like this one might get reviewed. Very close on the release. And they're going back to have a look at that shot once again to see if the horn had really sounded before the ball left his hand. This certainly isn't over yet. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. So Philadelphia will get the first possession. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got Green, Harden out there, Kyrie Irving. And it's Durant, and it's Claxton in at the 5. Harden outside. And the jam by Harden.
The bearded one cannot be intimidated. No matter how much contact Harden takes, he'll still find a way to finish.
Up top, Simmons. Defended by Durant. And then Simmons slams it in.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
Green against Irving. Durant wide open. He fires. His three-pointers off the mark.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Durant's gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Simmons against KD. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And Harden with the stop.
Athleticism Harden possesses is scary. I mean, he's constantly driving toward the basket for these dunks.
Now Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Harden outside. And the jam by Harden.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Embiid, the pass to Simmons. And they double up Simmons. Here's Embiid with the putback. And staying with the play, Harris. And the 76ers lead by 2.
Wow, and slowly but surely, Harris is learning what it takes to become a leader. When this team needs him to step up, he has no issue dominating crucial possessions.
So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Green. And then for Philadelphia, Mike Scott's checked in for Harris. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Seth Curry. And it's Korkmaz in for Ben Simmons. And the 76ers call time here. The score is tied at 71. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first overtime. Some changes for Philadelphia. Tobias Harris comes in for Scott, and Simmons subbed in for Korkmaz. Simmons inside. Guarded by KD. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. He feeds it to KD. Outside for Jordan. Outside Irving. Yes!
Irving is a terrific clutch shooter. He welcomes any chance he can to sink these type of shots.
Up top, Simmons. Guarded by KD. Shoots over KD. Simmons can't get it to go. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Oh, man, you got to appreciate the poise of Irving. He's always composed, especially on important possessions.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, you're right. They desperately need a bucket, and every second matters.
Inside, Embiid. Money!
Bona fide star in this league. Embiid knows his teammates look to him to deliver in the clutch.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
So they foul intentionally.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
They get what they want out of that trip. Now a 2-possession game.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. From outside, off the mark. Here's Harris. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. They escape with a victory. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight. are setting tonight.
Hey, Kevin. Well,
It does indeed. Thanks, David. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
So the Nets starting five. We've got Durant, Brown out there with Irving. Then there's Harris. And it's Jordan in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And for Atlanta, they've got Clint Capella. Tony Snell is out there with Collins. And it's Young. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2.
Drawing the foul down low. Trae Young earning that trip to the line.
You just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
Count it.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. He feeds it to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Brown. Irving from long range.
Now, you don't see a lot of shot blocks from Bogdanovich, but he is big enough to get it done.
That shot wide open.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Brown the pass to Irving. Durant kicks to Brown. And finished off by KD.
And using all of his 7'5" wingspan, Durant turns backwards.
Here's Young. He dishes it to Capella. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Irving looking for an opening. Pass to KD. That 3 off the mark. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Capella. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Offense clicking early here. 3 for 4 to start this one.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to KD. From deep three-point range. That doesn't go either for Durant. Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Bogdanovich passes to Collins. To the inside. And the dunk by Capella.
Well, Bogdanovich would prefer to shoot it, but teammates so wide open, had to give it up.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. 6-point game. Pass to KD. To the paint. Here's Jordan. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Here's Jordan following the 3 by Atlanta. 5 to shoot. Harden dishes to Jordan. It's rebounded by Herter.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And Gallinari throws it down.
Well, when you're given the ball as much as Lou Williams has gotten it through the years, he's experienced enough to make those kind of plays.
Here's Brown after the basket by Atlanta. The pass to Harden. And yes, it's good.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Atlanta leading by 7. Pass to Okongwu. Molinari finds Williams. And it's blocked by Jordan.
And Jordan, a defensive stalwart, crushing the opposition with his shot blocking.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Now here's Harden. 19 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Offline with his 3. Here's Gallinari. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on James Harden.
And Gallo does an outstanding job there getting into the contact as he was shooting.
Both good from the line that time.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
It's Harden with the drive.
Good contest as Herder's size really helping that time.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Defensively, they have had their sights set on...
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen the Hawks really take control here.
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Andrew Shamet is out there with Harden. And it's Green. Then there's Griffin. And it's Luwawu in at the 3, the small forward. Good.
You got to keep the ball moving, and that time Herder's pass leads to an open look.
Now, here is Harden. 5 points in the game. He kicks it to Green. Griffin passes to Harden. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Dunn passes to Gallinari. Down low, Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
You think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
To the paint. Here's Okongwu. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Harden against Dunn. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from James Harden.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Passes it to Okongwu. Now Dunn. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Gallinari passes to Dunn. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Yeah, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, G.A., what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. Capella trying to free himself up. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Capella's got the lead up to 13 now for Atlanta.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Knocked away and stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Snell to the inside and stolen by Jordan. Irving finds KD. Back to Irving. Durant, the pass to Jordan. Durant trying to break free. A shot by Jordan, no good. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Capella. Johnson with the defensive effort. The Nets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Fires at the elbow. It's not going to go for him. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Capella kicks to Collins. Back to Capella. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Capella's got 8 points.
And he's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Trae Young, he's checked in for the Hawks. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Brown in for Tyler Johnson. 40 seconds left now here in the second. Young pass to Collins. Rebounded by the Nets.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And now here comes Collins leading the break. Goes up at the stripe. It doesn't go for him. Nets trail by 12. Brown the pass to Claxton. Durant kicks to Irving. Claxton controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to Atlanta came ready to play. You could see the daggers in their eyes as they went on a 10.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari, and it's Williams at the 1. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Hawks lead by 12. Well, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Nets trail by 10. Beyond the arc. Harden missing again.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Changing ends quickly, he's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Griffin passes to Green. The tray. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Green. Harden's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Nets. Pass to Herter. Back to Williams. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And the shot goes down.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Harden scanning the floor. To the middle. Gets tipped. Oh, that's blocked. And he recovers it. Nets passing it around. And the basket is good.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Williams dishes to Gallinari. Williams against Harden. Here's Okongwu. And the shot goes in. Okongwu's now got 8 points.
Beautiful use of the pick and roll. Sweet Lou, so elusive and so good in those sets.
A 3-time Sixth Man of the Year. Last season, Lou Williams named his newborn son Six in honor of his success in that role.
We talk a lot about the Mount Rushmore of the game's greatest players. Maybe we can start to chisel out the sixth men of the year in the NBA. Lou Williams would have to get some serious consideration for that monument.
A minute 42 left to play in the third. Banked in off the glass. Williams has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, even when you get physical with Lou Williams, he'll use that against you. Keeps his balance that time.
Here's Harden on the wing. 16 points for him. Back to Brown. Dishes it to Harden. It's Brown on the wing. Kicks it out to Harden. Shoots it up. Offensive rebound. And the pass to Luwawu. And the wide open shot from Green. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Williams with the ball. 8 points for him. And it's good. 2 points. 10 points for him.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Brown the pass to Harden. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Feeds to Okongwu. And it's in there. And now a 12-point Atlanta lead.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there.
And the basket by Harden. Harden's got 18 points.
Well, he's been carrying them all night on offense, but at some point he's going to need some help.
And here is Williams. He's got 10. Inside, Griffin with the steal. It's been all about Lou Williams for the Atlanta Hawks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going, we've got Irving. Durant is out there with Harris, and it's Tyler Johnson, and it's Jordan in at the 5. Bogdanovich against Irving. Pass to Durant. Johnson outside. On the wing, Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Capella. The Hawks leading by 12. And Young kicks to Capella. Passes to Bogdanovich. Outside Collins. And stolen by Harris. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Irving finds Harris. It's Durant on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Here's Jordan. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant.
Not allowing the defense to cover him or alter his shot there was DeAndre Jordan getting to the rim.
Atlanta shooting 65%. An outstanding offensive display from them. Young dishes to Bogdanovich. Kicks it to Collins. Just 3 to shoot, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. A pull-up. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Brown is checked in for Johnson. Atlanta leading by 10. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Young is double. Kicks it out to Collins. Takes it from 10. Pass to Capella. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And a great display of physicality from Capella. He's not one to shy away from contact.
James Harden, he's checked in for Bruce Brown. That's good from Capella.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
The kick out to Irving. Durant trying to break free, and it's Irving missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Young finds Collins. Shot clock reset for the Hawks. Snell, the pass to Collins. It's Young on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. The Hawks again can't hit. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young. And Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Bogdanovich left side. The Hawks again can't hit. Nets trail by 13. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Harden dishes to KD. Tries again. And here's Harris from the arc. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Young is double. Capella. Jordan with the rebound.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off. Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Now, here is Young. The dish to Snell. Outside Collins. Here's Snell, guarded by Harris. His first shot coming late, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Nets making a switch here. Brown's checked in. It's a race against time as they look to make a run here.
Yeah, the clock is definitely not on their side right now.
The three from KD. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Despite a laid-back nature, Durant demands the ball in crunch time. This is why.
And Young kicks to Snell. Bogdanovich wide open. And nothing is falling for him right now.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
They grab their own miss. On the wing, Harris. And it's off from three-point range. And a deep three from Young. Off target. And so it's Atlanta with the W. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. And the Hawks with a confident look as they go into the arena early round. They're down a body tonight, but it shouldn't have too much of an impact on their rotation.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. We've got Bogdan Bogdanovic. Collins is out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Trae Young, and it's Capella in at the 5 spot. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3. And staying with the play, Harris.
A tremendous defensive rebounder. Harris getting it done at the offensive end that time.
Simmons against Young. The pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Young. Collins looking around. Pocket 4. Snell kicks to Young. Capella trying to free himself up. Lays it up and banks it in. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5. Because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Here's Young. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Young dishes to Bogdanovich. Out left to the wing. Here's Snell, guarded by Green.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
Simmons inside, defended by Young. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage.
Young against Simmons. It's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it. As usual, beasting inside. John Collins puts defenders in no-win situations.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Danny Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And George Hill's subbed in for Ben Simmons. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Atlanta making a switch here. Okongwu's checked in. Philadelphia with the ball. Harris with it. Guarded by Hunter. Just 5 on the clock. Harris's shot is off.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Nifty move. That puts them in the lead.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Pass to Thybulle. It's back to Hill. To the middle. Howard kicks to Milton. A baseline J. Atlanta with the rebound. 1:31 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Gallinari. Makes it off the glass.
With the big, strong frame of Gallinari, he's able to take contact and deliver the goods.
Milton finds Howard. It's Hill on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. He gets that one.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Williams. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Hill passes to Howard. Over Okongwu. Hunter grabs the miss.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
And they're able to recover. Pass to Herter. It's stolen by Harris. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Hill kicks to Thybulle. Dishes it to Howard. Harris outside.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Hawks lead by 4. The second quarter coming up right. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Philadelphia, the young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. Maxey out there with Korkmaz, and it's Thibault in at the 3 spot. It's good, and the Hawks lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Embiid. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Passes it to Gallinari. And stolen by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And anytime he comes up with a steal, Simmons has the speed to turn it into a quick, fast break. And if he can take it all the way himself, he'll do it.
Now the pass to Capella. Here's Dunn. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Strength, focus, hard head approach. Chris Dunn powering through contact.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Maxey passes to Korkmaz. And stolen by Hunter. He's got a clear path for the finish. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Great defensive play from Hunter, reading the situation and coming up with that steal.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch nothing but tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
Yeah, I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter shows he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has the chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal.
Done with it, outguarded by Simmons, and stolen by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
How about the activity of Simmons, mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult on the opposition. So good at getting steals.
Dunn kicks to Capella. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
It's stolen by Capella. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Rips down the breakaway slam.
A nice option on the break. We know Herter can shoot it, but he also has the size to attack the rim.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Curry subbed in for Maxey. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Collins checked in for Gallinari. Tony Snell comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. Young is subbed in for Dunn. The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Young outside. Pass to Capella. In the corner, Collins with it. And Young now, top of the key. Embiid with the steal. Out on his own on the break. Goes up. And that one's good. Korkmaz has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
The Hawks trailing. Bogdanovich with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Unlike some great perimeter shooters, Trae Young is consistently probing for the best look.
Curry dishes to Green. To the paint. Here's Embiid. And that one is off. Good work defensively by Capella. And stolen by Simmons. And now the 76ers on the break. Embiid leading the charge. And Simmons slams it in.
With the combination of strength and size, Simmons throws it down with ease.
Curry against Young. And he makes good on the layup. Young's got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Curry passes to Korkmaz. 76ers moving the ball around. He's looking for Embiid and finds him offline with the baseline jumper. Pass to Bogdanovich. And the rejection by Embiid.
One of the premier shot swatters.
It's all tied in Philadelphia. And don't go away after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, for the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They were never able to get the lead above. And that...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
And so in the game for the Hawks, they got Tony Snell. Okongwu is out there with John Collins. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Young in at the point. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Simmons looking around. Here's Curry. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
Hey, Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right.
No, we don't do that.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Philadelphia. Hill comes in for Ben Simmons. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Young. No good that time. And Philadelphia the other way now.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Green, and it's Shake Milton in for Seth Curry. Atlanta also making some changes here. Hunter's checked in for Tony Snell. And Kevin Huerter's subbed in for Bogdanovich. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
The Hawks trail by 4. Now, here is Young. He's got 10. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Hill finds Howard. Little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the 76ers lead by 4.
Yeah, and when Howard is allowed to get near the bucket, he capitalizes easily on the offensive glass. He sees the game so well.
Young passes to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Milton kicks to Hill. Back to Milton. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Free throw good, Milton. Maxey's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Hawks. Williams comes in for Trae Young. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Hawks. Trailing by 4. Passes it to Okongwu. Howard against Williams. Gallinari outside. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Williams. Great D that time from Howard. The 76ers leading by 4. Hill finds Milton. Down low. Hill against Williams. Hill passes to Howard. Count that one. Howard's got 6.
And George Hill, a definite threat coming off that pick, leveraged that into a nice pass.
The Hawks trail by 6. The pass to Gallinari. Outside Williams. The shot off that time. Hill with some nice D. And here's Maxey. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Harris. He shoots again. Howard can't hit. The Hawks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Back to Herter. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
There's a lot to like about Kevin Herter as a catalyst. Smart, skilled, and versatile.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Hill inside, working on Williams. And Howard with the stuff.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
12 seconds left in the third quarter. Now Williams. And it's sent back by Howard.
And love seeing Howard rise up and reject shooters. Just a juggernaut on defense.
And so it's Philadelphia with a 6-point. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Philadelphia leading by 6. Ben Simmons is out there with Seth Curry. And it's Green. Then there's Howard. And it's Embiid in at the 5. Home in the paint. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Williams scanning the floor. Pass to Capella. And stolen by Simmons. Embiid against Capella. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Pass to Gallinari. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Here's Williams. And it goes down 2 points.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Simmons dishes to Curry. Simmons inside. Gallinari covering. Here's Green. Shot clock at 6. And it's Simmons penetrating.
What breathtaking quickness by Simmons. So good at blowing by whoever is brave enough to try to take him on.
Williams finds Bogdanovich. Williams passes to Capella. Back to Williams. Pass to Capella. No good on the shot. Good D by Embiid.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Capella kicks to Collins. Young against Simmons. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Here's Simmons. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
The pass to Fernando. He kicks it to Young. He feeds it to Capella, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
Simmons dishes to Green. Second chance shot, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Young inside. Simmons is there. And Young with the basket on the assist from Capella.
The charisma, the superhuman workload. Trae Young is built for stardom.
Simmons finds Curry. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter of this one. A nice shot by Embiid.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Philadelphia.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Ben Simmons.
Active hands tonight. He may have gambled a bit, but sometimes you have to take chances to make plays, and he did that tonight.
Embiid, no good. Here's the break. Here's Fernando. And the layup's good off the glass.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Up top, Curry, defended by Young. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Curry.
There's the knockout blow. No chance of getting up off the canvas now.
Dunn passes to Williams. to the inside. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Challenging the heart of the defense. Dunn will break you down if you don't stay connected to him.
Milton with it. The dish to Tolliver. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage. And
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Philadelphia, home to one of the NBA's most historic teams, the 76ers. And they'll have some minutes to make up for it with an injury in their roster.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
So the Nets starting five. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Harris. And it's KD in at the 4 spot. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Simmons. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
Al Simmons following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. And it's sent back by KD.
KD's defense has really taken a huge step forward. I mean, excellent at blocking shots now, and he's a better help defender. Man, he's putting that reach to good use on the defensive end.
Here is Harden after the made shot from Joel Embiid. And a wide open look for Irving. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Here's Curry. Nice D from Durant. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside Irving from the arc. That doesn't go in either for Irving. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's the combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Here's Simmons. James Harden picking up that last basket. 5 on the clock. And Simmons slams it in.
I tell you, it doesn't get any easier than this, guys. I mean, Simmons finishing with power.
Embiid with the steal. Curry with it. And it's Harden picking him up. Harris's shot is off.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Outside for Curry. Here's the 3. Stolen by Durant. Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
The 76ers leading by 5. And here is Simmons. Green finds Simmons. .146 left to play in the first quarter.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now, here is Irving. No points in the game yet for him.
You can't allow Irving that look. You just can't give him that. He's too talented a player.
The 76ers have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Simmons passes to Curry. High arcing shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Pass to Durant. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
Now here's Simmons. That was a strong dunk.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Harris with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. The shot's good from Irving.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Green dishes to Simmons. And Durant sends it back. And he gets it back. And he gets the bucket.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
Irving surveying the floor. No good with the triple. Here's Simmons.
Well, Irving looking engaged and aggressive there, making an impact at the defensive end.
And so it's Philadelphia with their lead standing at 6.0. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the 76ers, we've got George Hill. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Howard. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Korkmaz in at the small forward position. Hill kicks to Howard. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
There's an example of that strength that Dwight Howard possesses. I love seeing him fight through contact.
Outside, Green. On the wing, Harden. Defended by Milton. Shoots. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Nets trail by 6. Harden outside from 20 feet out. Dwight Howard grabs the board.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden. Often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Now in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oh, wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. The shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Harden. Maxey passes to Thibault. And here's Maxey, guarded by Harden. It's stolen by Green. Here's Harden on the wing. 8 points for him. The 76ers leading by 6. On the wing, Milton. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And another turnover here by Philadelphia. Kyrie Irving's checked in for the Nets. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That is his first foul of the game. And Philadelphia making a change here. Harris is checked in. Now Irving. There's Green with the 3. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, and no one's ever questioned the desire. Griffin using his strength and explosiveness to make good on the second chance opportunities.
Now here's Maxey. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Down low and taken away by Brown. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving's got the ball. Basket good. Now just a 2-point Philadelphia lead.
Tell you what, this is what Irving can do now. He'll leak out, and then make the right read in transition.
Now, here's Maxey. He's covered by Brown. Harris, good. Harris has got his first points in this one.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Irving passes to Griffin. And Green puts up a deep three. The Nets working the ball around now. Irving drives in. Chalk up 2 there. And it's 9 points for Kyrie Irving.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here is Harris. Passes it to Thibault. He dishes it to Howard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Howard selling the up fake there, but not the worst thing to send him to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And we saw it last year, guys, because those numbers were so low. Teams weren't afraid to put him on the line where points were hard to come by for him.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 10. Up again. It's hauled in by Claxton. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
That gives them the lead. Harden's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that can be a mistake. But they weren't shooting it especially well early on, so I think it makes sense to shy away from the triple.
Now here's Simmons. Howard kicks to Simmons. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
It's Harden with the drive. And that one hits back iron. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And now we'll send it over to David. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each, and Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 12 points and that'll do it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
So for Brooklyn now, Durant is out there with Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then there's Irving. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot.
A precision pass for Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
Pass to Harris. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Irving.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it. The slashability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive cutting mentality.
Irving can't hit.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the board, we're certainly seeing the effort.
They retain possession.
And Jordan comes to deny a shot. His size and reach give him a big advantage.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And on the way from Irving for three. Misses the target. That drops him to 40% now. 4 of 10.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That's his first foul. Some changes for Philadelphia. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Green. Shake Milton comes in for Seth Curry. And George Hills subbed in for Ben Simmons. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Irving against Hill. Irving attacking. Lays it up off the glass. Irving's got 11 points.
Always a threat on the drive. Irving has an explosive first step.
Milton kicks to Hill. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Harris passes to Hill. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Hill's got his second basket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from 3 and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys, I think, that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard with 3-point lines.
And then Durant with the dunk.
You know, why settle for the layup when you're this close? Durant might as well just turn it over and punch it home.
Milton finds Thybulle. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And Jordan sends it back. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. And the 76ers with some changes. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Harris. Korkmaz comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey subbed in for Shake Milton. James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Now, here's Maxey. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Harris with it. Here's Jordan. The kick out to Brown. It's Harden with the drive. And no good that time. Great D that time from Howard. 36 seconds left to play in the third. And that one drops for him.
Joel Embiid has a nice shooting touch and does not lack for confidence, and seems to be getting better in the mid-range area.
Brown feeling it out a bit. The pass to Jordan. Harden outside. Launches a 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Maxey passes to Embiid. Kicks to Howard. Trying to find Durant. He's got it now. Here's Harden. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. 76ers ahead, up. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. They've got Curry. Ben Simmons is out there with Green. Then there's Howard. And it's Maxey in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. And foul on the... And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Green. Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu-Cabarrot. And Irving subbed in for Tyler Johnson. The Nets making a switch here. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu is checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Tyler Johnson in for James Harden. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. And it goes down 2 points. And now it's a 3-point Nets lead. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Nets.
Boy, their hounding, harassing efforts at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Irving against Hill. And that one's good, Irving. Irving's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Scott can't get it to go. Nets leading by 3. On up the court. Outside Griffin. Irving for 3. The shot comes out, and it's Philadelphia the other way. Here's Milton, and the layup falls.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And he commits the intentional foul. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Harden dishes to Jordan. It's Harden with the drive. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Green. Here's Thibault. And they pick up 2. Thibault's got his first points of the game. We can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, and no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
No stage too big for KD. If you need a basket, he's your man.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. And taken away by Brown. Here's Harden. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
One of the hardest and trickiest covers in the league. Harden, not just a superb scorer, but also an amazing passer, which really makes him really hard to guard.
Tremendous job at the line, as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
Simmons inside. He's covered by Brown. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Really like how Simmons commands the ball, especially in key moments.
Durant, the pass to Harden. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
Here's Simmons, and then Simmons slams it in.
Hey, it's clear. Simmons is a very gifted player, somebody who is mentally strong in these situations and takes the challenge on head first.
Harden kicks to KD. Oh, and the jam
team looks to him for this. These kinds of moments, the intensity of the moment never rattles.
Simmons finds Curry. Back to Simmons. And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That'll be his second foul of the game. Tobias Harris is checked in for the 76ers. And a change for the Nets. Irving's checked in. Here's Simmons. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the fourth. There's the feed to Jordan. Back to Irving. It's stolen by Harris. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Money!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Harden against Green. Harden dishes to Jordan. It drops.
Jordan coming up big. His name is Cole, and he ups the ante and delivers.
Here's Simmons. Yes!
Yeah, and you know, for Simmons to be so young, he has a great basketball IQ, and he plays to his strengths on offense and plays to him well.
Timeout called the Nets. They trail by one. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Ben Simmons.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. That was a fun night of basketball. Up next. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. They've got Trae Young, Clint Capella is out there with Collins. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 2. And for the Nets, we got DeAndre Jordan. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Brown in at the shooting guard. 2 on the clock. Here's Capella, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big man up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Irving from long range. Irving double team. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. Here's Atlanta. Here's Young. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
You know, showing he's able to finish on the drive, I really enjoy watching Young take that initiative and capitalize.
Now here's Irving. About 1 minute into the first quarter. A shot by Jordan, no good.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's KD following the bucket by the Hawks. From deep. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Young passes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Now here's Irving. Brown finds Irving. To halt the run, he gets that one.
They're just so smooth. Kyrie Irving identifying the opening and then letting it rip.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. To the left wing. 3-pointers. Snell goes back up. Collins, good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Nets trail by 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Irving kicks to Durant. Nets passing it around. Jordan dishes to KD. No good from outside. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
And so it's Brooklyn with it after the basket by Atlanta.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
The kick out to Young. Off target with his 3. Brooklyn's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Hit the tip and staying with the play, Harris.
Well, Joe Harris known as a shooter, but make no mistake, this guy will mix it up on the glass. Great offensive rebound right there.
54 seconds left in the first. Young passes to Capella. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Kevin Huerter, he is checked in for Bogdanovich. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young. Now, here is Harden. They kick it out to Green. To the paint. Harden right side. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Williams. Back to Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Harden with it. The shot from the low post is good.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
On the court right now for the Hawks. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. And it's Williams at the point guard. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Tyler Johnson, he's checked in for the Nets.
Substitution for the Nets.
Here's Williams. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. It's stolen by Green. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And it's blocked. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. As Dunn's checked in for Kevin Herter. Hawks on D. Harden with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. Here's Green. Can't hit from in close. Atlanta leading by 8. To the middle. Here's Gallinari. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to lose.
It's a solid blueprint. And both free throws good for James Harden.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Now, here's Dunn. He dishes it to Hunter. He feeds it to Okongwu. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Nets trail by 8. It's Harden with the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harden's got 8 points.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, you have to admire Chris Dunn's aggressiveness. This guy will take hard forays into the lane and drain the layup.
Here is Harden. He's got 8. Okongwu grabs the board.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses, understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Harden against Williams. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Dunn against Harden. Dunn kicks to Gallinari. Dunn passes to Gallinari. And the rebound goes to Griffin.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Green, good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
1:37 left in the first half. Dunn's shot's good. Dunn's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's Johnson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Harden finds Griffin. Nets passing it around. It's deflected. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Some changes for Brooklyn. Luwawu Cabarro. He's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kyrie Irving comes in for James Harden. And it's Brown in for Johnson. The Hawks leading by 8. Here's Bogdanovich. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Bogdanovich against Irving. 16 feet away. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, the key there is Kyrie Irving did a great job setting up his defender on the pick and roll, and it led to the score.
Collins dishes to Young. And there's the feed to Capella. Just 5 to shoot. Young drives in. Off target from the baseline. Nets trail by 8. And on the way from Irving for 3. Rebound Atlanta. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Collins. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
The play in transition from Collins is impressive. He gets down the court with such speed and then finishes it so strong.
That doesn't go in either for Irving. A shot off that time. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Hawks lead by 10.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. KD, moments of frustration for you early.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They lead by 10. And Shaq.
Man. You the type that hit me up on the like where my girl at.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for Brooklyn now, Kyrie Irving is out there with Brown. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's KD in at the power forward. The offensive rebound. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. KD's got the first bucket of the third here for the Nets. Now Young. Inside, here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates. And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
Nets trail by 10. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Lays it up and banks it in.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And here is Irving. Takes the three. Buries it from three-point range. Irving's got it back down to single digits for Brooklyn.
Now, don't sleep on Kyrie Irving's perimeter game. Yes, he can get inside and score at will, but boy, you better check that jumper.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. To the paint. And Capella with the basket on the assist from Bogdanovich. Capella's got 4 points now in the quarter. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And the three off target.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Well, this is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
Irving passes to Harris. Back to Irving. Passes it to Harris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Lets the three fly. Irving can't get it to go.
I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
To the middle. Durant kicks to Irving. Back to KD. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
The Hawks leading by 13. Here's KD. The kick out to Irving. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Irving against Bogdanovich. And Capella sends it back. Collins against KD. Collins passes to Snell. And it's sent back by KD.
Kevin Durant uses his length so well, and how about the timing to send that rejection back?
Here's Irving. They need this one, and it's laid in by KD.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Young outside. Bogdanovich with it. Back to Capella. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 3 assists in the game. Now, here is Irving. Over Collins. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Guys, you have to love the way Irving uses his body to create contact inside and earn the trip to the stripe.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. Irving against Williams. Here's Hunter. A wide open look here for Okongwu. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks looking at a 13-point lead heading in. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like it.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, and when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
On the court for Atlanta, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari, and it's Williams at the 1. Hunter dishes to Gallinari. Clock at 6. Hunter with it, working on Green. Okongwu's shot is good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Nets trail by 17. Now Harden. For the 3, it's deflected and stolen by Okongwu. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Gallinari outside. Here's Herter. That shot off. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Harden finds Green. Brooklyn gets it back with a new shot clock at 14. Back to Harden. Green against Gallinari. 6 to shoot. Yep, it counts.
Yeah, and no one's ever questioned the desire. Griffin using his strength and explosiveness to make good on the second chance opportunities.
Williams passes to Okongwu. Here's Herter. He's covered by Irving. Back to Herter. Good D by Irving. Nets trail by 15. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And the basket by Harden.
I love seeing Harden stroke it from there. One of the most lethal shooters we have in the game.
Williams scanning the floor. And it's in there.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jugular.
Outside Irving. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Lou Williams.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul. So for the Nets, Kevin Durant's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Johnson in for Kyrie Irving. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Chris Dunn's checked in for Okongwu.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Connects from three-point range.
Wow, lights out from distance. Durant with a quick, high release, just a pure shooter.
Done outside. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Herter passes to Gallinari. Here's Dunn. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Jeff Green picks one up.
Yeah, we're talking about the 5th overall pick in 2016. Dunn with exceptional two-way talent. Some pundits felt like he could have gone as high as number 3.
So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Harris comes in for Green, and Kyrie Irving subbed in for Tyler Johnson. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Hunter. Collins comes in for Gallinari. Tony Snell's checked in for Kevin Herter. Young is subbed in for Lou Williams. Nobody near Irving. And the Nets, another 3.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Atlanta.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Clint Capella.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
Young dishes to Snell. Back to Young. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Shot by Collins, no good. And they'd love to cut this deficit down to single digits. A shot by Harden, wide open. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
And a deep three from Young. Brooklyn with the rebound. And there's the pass to Harris. Back to Durant. Left side, Jordan. Harris outside. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. A view of the Atlanta skyline and all the action. Now it's sent down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, D.A. Thanks. Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the 3. And for Atlanta, Hunter is out there with Trae Young. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's Collins in at the power forward. Now here's Capella. Good D by Embiid.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. Capella, the pass to Bogdanovich. Harris against Young. And the basket is good.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Yeah, he's a nice pay raise this summer for Bogdanovich. I mean, wings of his skill level, highly valued in today's game.
Now here's Curry. And he misses his first shot. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Bogdanovich wide open. Drains the three-pointer.
It is evident that Bogdanovich wants to take the next step in the game. I mean, these shots are proof of it.
And Bogdanovich coming off the largest rookie deal in terms of average annual value in NBA history, that 3-year, $27 million deal.
Well, after 5 years playing in the EuroLeague, he was able to negotiate that rookie deal with the Kings and not headed back to Europe anytime soon. No question, he's an NBA player.
Here's Young after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Bogdanovich inside. He's against Green. Here's Collins. Shot clock at 6. Embiid with the steal. Harris against Collins. Harris, no good. Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Young, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Embiid.
And, of course, all the comparisons to Steph Curry. Young just trying to be the best version of himself, and we've already seen the upside.
He's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Simmons inside. And he hammers that one down right in the face of DeAndre Hunter.
And the versatility of Simmons, astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Capella. Tony Snell comes in for Bogdanovich. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Young. Lou Williams is subbed in for Hunter. And then for Philadelphia, Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Shake Milton comes in for Curry. And it's Hill in for Danny Green.
And you look at the unselfishness from Hill. Coming off that pick with his head up, reading the defense.
Williams against Hill. It's stolen by Milton. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Right side Hill. On the wing, Harris. Passes to Simmons. Good. And Harris gets the assist. 6 points for Ben Simmons. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. And Collins has got the ball here for the Hawks. They trail by 1. Good on the shot.
Outstanding at taking it to the cup. Now look, when Bogdanovic is in attack mode, it's great to watch.
Milton with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Maxey passes to Thibault. And here's Maxey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Hawks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Williams looking over the floor. He dishes it to Okongwu, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
Milton the pass to Maxey. The 9-foot shot. And that's good off the glass that time. Williams inside over Howard. Again, the Hawks score.
What a score this guy is. Inside, outside, mid-range. Williams is capable of doing damage from anywhere.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the 76ers, Matisse Thybulle's out there with Green. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Maxey. And it's Korkmaz with the shooting guard position. Donnie's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And the 76ers also making a change. Curry's checked in. Now done. Gallinari outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Consistent at looking to score. Gallinari knows how to put pressure on defenders and earn that call.
And he sinks the second. Here's Korkmaz. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Dishes it to Embiid. Back to Korkmaz. Sinks that one from the post.
Yeah, he continues to improve as a passer. The sky's the limit for Embiid and his all-around game.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Now here's Curry following the miss by Chris Dunn. Thibault finds Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And all that Embiid needs really is positioning inside. I mean, once he has it, you know he's dunking.
And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
Here's Curry. Chris Dunn making his last shot. Now here's Curry. A second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. Thybulle's got it all tied up now for Philadelphia.
Toughness and energy on the boards, an easy putback to show forward.
Done with it. Williams up on top. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Williams has got his second bucket.
What unselfishness from the young guard, Dunn. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball.
Curry kicks to Korkmaz. Now the dish to Green. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And done with the slam.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide open look.
Now here's Curry. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Green up on top. Gallinari covering the 10-footer. And it's Green missing.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
It's good.
And such a nimble ball handler. Williams makes quick work of getting down the lane, and he'll drive all night long if they let him.
Now here's Curry. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Simmons checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Tobias Harris comes in for Danny Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And it's Hill in for Curry. Now, here is Young. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Hill dishes to Embiid. Pass to Milton. Back to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. And that one, good. Embiid's got 7 now in this quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Young pass to Collins. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Young. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And here is Hill. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Harris. And Capella sends it back.
It seems to improve his shot blocking every year. I mean,
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Now, here is Young. 8 points for him. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Hill finds Milton. Here's Harris. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Here's Milton. No good on the last second attempt there. So that'll be it for the first. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. And the first few years of Trae Young's career have been fantastic. Hawks fans love the guy.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
John Collins is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Hunter. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Young in at the 2 spot. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. That one falls. 11 points for Joel Embiid. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Now here's Embiid. After Ben Simmons' miss, he gets it in there.
It helps to have a big man with a J. I love watching Embiid shoot the ball like that.
Young dishes to Hunter. Now Young. 10 points for him. Now the pass to Hunter. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul. Dwight Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Outside, Bogdanovich. Young finds Capella. And Seth Curry is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the 76ers. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Green. And Maxey subbed in for Curry. Now, here's Hunter. And the shot goes in. Capella's got his first basket.
And it's clear why Capella shoots at such a high percentage. I mean, because he picks good shots to take inside.
Simmons passes to Howard. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Down low, it's stolen by Capella. Oh, and here we go at Collins. Nobody back. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Harris.
Moves so well towards the rim. When Collins attacks with that kind of ferocity, puts the defense on their heels.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Alinari comes in for Bogan Bogdanovich. Williams, he's checked in for Trae Young. And it's done in for DeAndre Hunter. Maxey passes to Thybulle. The feed now to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
So tough to stay with the pick and roll. Howard moves so fluidly after setting the solid screen.
Dunn dishes to Williams. Tries from 10. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Williams has got 8 points.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, it's taking on a different feel since the break. You can see how many more hustle plays are being made.
Now here's Simmons. 8 points for him. Here's Harris. Count the basket and the foul. That one on Collins.
That's just a big boy muscle of Harris, a real energizer who just fights through contact on his shots.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. And Philadelphia also making a switch. George Hill's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Here is Williams. 8 points for him. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Alinari attacking to the inside. Okongwu makes it off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 4.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Hill passes to Maxey. He dishes it to Howard. Hill with it. Williams picks him up. Here's Howard. Got a hand on it. And he's able to get it back. Clock is at 3. Nice hit again. Okongwu grabs the board. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Maxey.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp. And you, at this point, you got to feel like you have a good idea of who Chris Dunn is as a player. A very solid option to bring in off the bench.
Yeah, Jay, he's a great facilitator, and he looks to pass first. A plus defender as well. But to be a starter, you need to be a threat to score at the PG position, and that's just not done.
Now, here's Scott. Here's Milton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Now, here's Dunn. He has 6. The kick out to Williams.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
Here's Milton. And some very quick points for him on that possession. And now, just a 2-point Atlanta lead. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. 23 seconds left in the third. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Milton with it. To the wing on the left. Pass to Scott. The layup off target.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
The third quarter comes to a close. It's Atlanta leading by 4. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Green out there with Howard. Then it's Curry. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Milton in at the point.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Milton finds Green. Looking for Milton. He gets it there. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. Collins comes in for Tony Snell. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Philadelphia. Now, here is Young. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the 76ers with some changes. Tobias Harris comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Ben Simmons in for Shake Milton. Here's Simmons. Down low. Embiid kicks to Harris. Back to Embiid. Tries from 10. Harris controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
This kind of hustle is why his teammates love him. Harris, nice work at getting after it on the glass.
Young pass to Hunter. Outside Collins. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Back to Collins. The 76ers trail by 7. Curry dishes to Harris. And the layup's good off the glass. Harris has got 4 points this quarter.
I like it when Harris attacks in the paint. He's got the size and length to make that work.
Young inside. Harris is there. Young, good. And the Hawks lead by 7.
It's no wonder why they're in front when you're taking into consideration that he's been perfect from the field so far.
Here's Simmons. Rebound by the Hawks. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Capella kicks to Bogdanovich. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Young pass to Collins. And here's Young. And the shot goes in.
Terrific effort there by Young, really all night. The defense has tried to make adjustments, but he's just stayed one step ahead of them.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Simmons. Back to Curry. Banked in off the glass.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
The Hawks leading by 7. Now Young. Nine for 9, looking deadly accurate. Like guys, he cannot miss.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Oh, exactly. Give it to the guy with the hot hand as long as you can. Let him try to close this out.
Now here is Harris. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Back to Harris. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Harris has got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, he doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Curry against Young. Wow, that makes him a perfect 10 for 10, double-digit perfection.
He always wants to give him some numbers, and tonight he's giving him plenty.
Curry looking it over. And he banks in the layup.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. 7-point differential. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he makes that one.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for. And when it pans out like this, it's a great fit.
Now here's Curry. And it's Simmons penetrating. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Terrific at penetrating inside. The mobility Simmons possesses at his size, amazing.
Young against Curry. Young passes to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Simmons finds Curry. Back to Simmons. Harris outside. They kick it out to Green. 4 on the shot clock. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
9 seconds left in the game. Pass to Fernando. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.